Hi, it's Mark from Top Local Lead Generation. We're here with John Nieuwenburg. He's a business coach in Vancouver, BC, one of the premier ones in the province. How are you doing today, John?
I'm awesome. Thanks for asking, Mark. How about you?
Good. So, beautiful Monday morning in our cold country here.
Kind of
The
ironic that
difference,
it's the first day of summer.
yeah, it is actually. You were mentioning you were interviewed about the difference between a consultant and a coach, and I guess that's something that's really a question you get asked a lot. So what is the difference between a consultant and a coach?
Well, there's a couple of dimensions to this I'd like to talk about. A consultant, it's a little like the biblical parable of the if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And a consultant is more like the former than the latter. In other words, a consultant is there to pretty much set the tone, set the direction, offer the the service of whatever it is that you need to do. Whereas the role of the coach is not to actually deliver product, but rather to help an owner, in my case as a client, a business owner, to figure out the answer that's right for them. So this is known as the Socratic method of teaching. So Socrates had the idea that we don't actually teach something to someone. What we do is help them figure it out for themselves. And this came up in the interview I did yesterday because the interviewer had talked to, another coach, said this whole idea of the Socratic method and helping a client work out an answer that's right for themselves is total BS. And so I wanted to take a bit of issue with that. For sure, one part of what this other coach said is that I do agree with is that if it comes down to using a particular system, tool, or strategy, and that's new to the business owner, then yeah, you kind of operate in the mode of a consultant, or you offer a tool or some kind of strategy that's going to help that business owner. But at the end of the day, whether the owner decides to take that tool forward or use that or implement that strategy is up to the owner. And the role of a coach then is to help them figure out that answer based on their values, their goals, what they deem right. And so the role of a coach is more to help the client stay accountable for the things they've chosen or want to be held accountable for. And so that's the big distinction. The other feature of the Socratic method is that the goal of the Socratic method is to have a client or mentee or whatever may be the case to come up with their own answer, because the thought is that when it's their answer, they're much more likely to own it. And in that way, they're much more likely then to do whatever is necessary to make it happen, to implement and take it forward. So, as a consultant, we're kind of in the you should business. You should do this, you should do that. And, that's the very opposite of coaching. No, the thing I do agree with that comment is it's never pure. It's never you're purely in the world of being in the Socratic method. Sometimes we're there as a bit of a counselor or a therapist. Sometimes we're there as a bit of a teacher. And sometimes we're there as kind of a spiritual advisor. But the ultimate place where I spend most of my time, or the ultimate principle that I deem to be the foundation of coaching, is this idea of the Socratic method. So as a coach, I'm going to help a client stay accountable for the results that they want to be held accountable for. And my role as a coach to help them figure out what they want to be held accountable. So the difference between a consultant and as a coach is perspective and the way in which you perceive, or the way in which you position the person you're working with.
Excellent. So if you're looking for a business coach who can help you, who can guide you, who can not be a consultant, but can help you find your own answers, the guy to talk to is John Nieuwenburg. He's working around the world. Basically, you can get in touch with him at his email address, john@w5coaching.com, or check out his website. Tons of information on there, w5coaching.com. Thanks, John.
My pleasure. Thank you, Mark.